you are dependent on the system. The moment you become dependent on the system, you are a slave. And the problem is, you do not know you are a slave because you've been in the system from the moment you were born. That's why you can't spot it. You can't notice it. That's why us telling you these things, there's such a shock to you. It's such a bucket of cold water in your face. But most people have what is called cognitive dissonance when they see all the facts in front of them, but their mind is so blurred. It's so obscured by lies and corruption and lack of self-belief that even if you present them the facts and you show them the evidence, they will not believe you.
So you know what they do, and I've noticed this like every single time, when you say something and it questions their entire reality, their entire existence, they get emotional, they get angry, and they insult you. They say you're crazy, they say you're an incel, they say you're misogynist, you're homophobic, all these nonsense words to dismiss the legitimacy of what you're saying. So if I'm canceled, then you don't have to listen to me. If what I'm saying is like so against your entire ideology, just can't, I'm an incel misogynist. Boom, done. Dismissing. I'm stupid. That's exactly what they do. That's what the internet tells you to do.
Because they cannot attack the message, they attack the messenger.
Exactly.
Because the message is incorruptible and it's true. So they try to attack people. And guess what? People have fallacies. People are not perfect. Every single individual has fallacies. So you know what they do? They look at the messenger like, we can't attack the message. He has a valid point.
Let's belittle him.
Let's belittle him. Let's make him a small man.
Emasculate.
And that's the name of the
game. It's really simple. Wait, can you go back one more time? So what we need to do, if you believe what we're saying, and if you recognize that this is just the truth.
I need everybody. We have 595 people here. I need every single one of you motherfuckers to like this video because this shit needs to spread.
So if you understand that this just is the truth, there's no question about it, then we need to start spreading the message elsewhere. And you need to spam social media with it. We need to flood it because there's so much Kylie Jenner, Meg Thee Stallion bullshit. This is what people need to see. If you believe what we're saying and you want people to wake up, then this needs to be spread around. There is a revolution starting. You will either be a part of history or you will be a bystander. We are rich as fuck. We understand how the game's played. We understand how to move. And guess what? I'm no longer trying to play this game by somebody else's rules. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to change the world. You need to understand that. The system is the system. Now, if you want to live outside of the system, you need to first understand who runs the system, what are the rules of the system, and how the fuck do you get out? That's what not break the system, not destroy the system. You're not going to. What are you going to go fight against trillions of dollars and hundreds of years of wealth and things that have been built up? No, you're not going to. I'm not here to change the game. I'm here to unplug individuals that are ready to be unplugged. This man is Neo. I'm serious.
Let's run this shit.
Your tail's here. If you're so smart, then maybe...
When you play by someone else's rules.
Why are you telling me your tail's here? If you're so smart, then maybe you know a way out.
The way out, my colleague, is through the entrance. It's time to get out of this game. Look, yeah, we have money, and what good does it do? There is nothing for us to do in this country. The number of alcoholics and morons is larger than the whole population. It's all polluted, education doesn't exist, and that new auto plant? It's not real. There's no other way than to leave and wipe this nightmare from our brains.
To leave? And who's going to let you do this? You'll never forget this nightmare because it won't ever let you wake up. We do have money, but whose money is it? Is it yours, really? Can you actually spend it? Or offshore it? Can you legalize it? Give it to your children? Don't lie to yourself. Don't be like the others. You're in a trap, and the trap will only open its jaws once you are good and deceased. We can buy our way out of a criminal suit, maybe a nice mansion, a few cars, expensive tutors for the kids, but that's about it. See, you're like a hamster on a wheel, no freedom to be seen while the system rolls right on. Why don't I tell you a fairy tale, my special friend? Once there lived a smart guy like you. He found a job, settled in, and slowly rolled along with his life. Then he looked around and rolled a bit faster. He was allocated a budget and he administered it wisely, and by the rules, he got his cut. You know what I mean? Why would you ever build a fence for $1 million when it can be done for so much more? So he rolled on like this. The books looked good. Sometimes they didn't quite balance, but mostly it was a well-oiled machine. He'd give a taste to get off in court, give a taste to avoid an audit, he'd give a taste to whomever caught him and get away. But came the day he decided, enough. I've made enough for myself and my kids. No more risk. Everything can change. I'm leaving the game. Quietly. I need to move my money out and leave. I got away from Grandma. I got away from Grandpa. I got away from the traffic cop, the prosecutor, and the tax police. And I can get away from you, Mr. Fox.
And what?
What? Just letting him go would have been a total loss for the Fox. Nobody leaves. The Fox hates feisty people. To those who want to leave, he gives a very tough time.
It's a tough time, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get out of the system, it's not fucking easy. It's not meant to be easy, but it's possible. You need to dedicate your life to getting out. And that's why I respect people like T, right? Cobra Tate. I respect the fuck out of him. I've talked to him on a regular basis. I've helped him on some business endeavors and things like that. Because why? And the same thing here. I flew Sneako out. I was like, hey, bro, like, we need to join forces, because the reality of the situation is this cannot be done by one individual person. This idea of a lone wolf that they're perpetrating on you, like, oh yeah, you're by yourself, you just gotta hustle, you gotta do it, you know, figure out your own lane, don't trust nobody. You need a network, you need a circle.
I immediately trusted Luke because I could tell, you can tell when somebody has good intentions and when somebody doesn't, because there's so much evil that runs the world. It's pretty obvious to see when somebody's just trying to get something. But I could see that he really just had the same exact philosophy about the world and life that I did. And we called, and we had that first conversation we had to FaceTime for 3 hours. I was like, it really felt like I was Keanu Reeves and this was Neo trying to unplug me and really trying to spread and trying to help other people. That's his genuine intention. It's good intentions. Yes, he's a millionaire and stuff like that. But bro, you don't even have super chats on. This isn't for money. It's to wake people up because we're sick of the bullshit. Evil runs the world. Monkeypox is evil. Monkeypox, you fucking idiots. You think that comes from a place of love? That's something good? What is that? You can easily dissect when somebody has good intentions and when somebody doesn't if you pay attention. It's not easy. And I swear, what they're gonna do is call you crazy. They're gonna say I'm on drugs. They're gonna say I'm an incel misogynist. That's dismissive nonsense. You can get angry. That's the first step, is to hear that you're in the matrix, that you're being brainwashed by monkeypox bullshit. You can get angry at me or get angry at the truth. Is it really my fault? Am I the bad guy? Or is monkeypox? Is World Health the bad guy?
What I realize is the reason people get upset is because what you've done is you've shown to them that most of everything that they
is a lie.
Is a lie. And when you realize that your life is a lie, you've realized that you've wasted it. Now, a lot of you are young enough, you know, our parents, our grandparents,
they're in too deep. Your parents are in too deep. You have to look at these people and understand that they came up in a different situation. All you had was a box. That was where you got your information, and you got the information from a newspaper. There was one gatekeeper, whoever controlled the news and whoever controlled the newspaper. That's where you got your information. That's where your parents got the information, right? But you have the internet. You have the power at your fingertips to decide the information you want to consume, the life you want to live. And yes, they're going to censor the information. That's the name of the game. So we need to work together. That's why you can't be alone.
Welcome to the plan. But guess what? During what they did during the Inquisition, they burned all the books. They burned all the books. Why? Because the educated man is a free man. The uneducated man is a slave. Do you think when they're fucking putting people in the cotton fields that they let them read? That they let them pick up a fucking book? No. They didn't pick up a book. They were too busy working. Too busy slaving away for the master. And what happened was it went from let's whip this person into submission to let's create a little fake currency and lie to them into submission. Warfare is no longer about bullets and guns and shotguns and missiles. It's about the control of information. And whoever controls the information controls the narrative. And the narrative is biased. And the narrative right now is run by the fucking elites. And it will always be run by the elites. But you have a chance to stand out. You have a chance to be different. Let's continue, baby. Spam 1 if this is valuable to you guys. I want to see this shit on social media.
And spam 2 if you're going to get the monkey jab.
If you're going to get the monkeypox.
If you're going to put a butt plug in your fuck.
Watch this shit, bro. Did you see what they're doing now in China? What they're doing now in China in the fish markets, they're actually PCR testing the fucking fish that are alive down their throat. They're swabbing them, putting them out because they can't sell fish that have COVID. How does that make any fucking sense, dude?